Vlogs here in Germany. How are you? I hope you're all doing fine, safe and healthy. Today I'm going to show you the last episode of my camper diary in Rügen. So from the southernmost tip of the island, we're going to the northernmost tip of the island. We're going to We're going to check the chalk cliffs, the submarine, and the lighthouses in the island. So without further ado, this is my camper diary in Rügen. Okay, we went here and then we drove all the way to here. Right?
Yeah. And we came from here.
Yeah.
It means we went here.
Okay, so we just left Munchgut and now we're heading towards the other end of the island. We're going to Lome and look for another camping plots. The camping site, and then the camping site. So this is the Wohnmobilstellplatz here in Lome. Now we're filling water. After parking our camper van in the camping site, we decided to go to Königstuhl. Königstuhl is a place where you can find one of the famous chalk cliffs in the island. So if you are in Rügen, it's the top destination. So we started walking towards the chalk cliff, but it's just that it was late already. It was 5:30 in the afternoon, and then we met a couple and they said it wasn't really a good idea because it might be late, it might be dark before we reach our destination. So we just went back and then headed to the beach. Good morning, world. It's my camper diary, day 5. Good morning, my love. Wake up and let's have breakfast. French rolls, croissants, and tea. After eating breakfast, we took a shower, prepared everything for the long trip, and checked out in the camping site. I felt a bit sad because I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay there longer. I wanted to stay longer in Rügen because I felt like we only saw a quarter of the island. It has a lot of things to offer. It's a very interesting place, and yet we had only 5 days. So we headed towards the northernmost tip of the island in Kap Arkona. We're here in Kap Arkona in Rügen. This is Kap Arkona. We saw 2 lighthouses there. The smaller one was built during the 18th century, while the bigger one was built during the early years of the 19th century. It's also the second oldest lighthouse on the German Baltic coast. We're going up there. We chose the smaller one, and it was also the older one. So we paid €1.50 for the entrance, so we can go to the viewing deck, but it was worth it. We're almost there. Yay! We're on the top. From the top of the tower, we saw some parts of the 25-meter high berg wall that they built a long time ago to protect their temples. According to history, from 9th to 12th centuries, there was a castle called Jaromsberg, and it was a cult site for the Rani, a Slavic tribe, which was dedicated to their god Svantovit, and it was protected by a 25-meter berg wall. But then there was a Danish king who came over and conquered Rügen, introduced Christianity to the people, so the temple and the castle were destroyed on the year 1068. After Arkona, we're going to the beach. So that's Arkona, and that's the lighthouse. Nah? After some hundreds of steps, which felt like 1,000 steps for me, we finally reached the beach and we saw one of the good chalk cliffs in the island. And from there, we went to the fishing village called Vit. Then from there, we took a train back to the parking site where we left our camper van. From Kap Arkona, we drove to Sassnitz. We're going now to the U-boat, the submarine. What are torpedoes?
Torpedoes is something like a rocket underwater. It's like a bomb with a propeller at the back, which shoots out there and goes there. One torpedo was 6 meters and 46 long.
Oh my god.
Wait, how do I get through there?
You have to crawl.
See, and there were the batteries.
Whoop. Are you okay, buddy? That's the sound of the U-boat when it's under the ocean. That's the sound of the water. So now we're going to another section. And up.
So,
This one is, I guess, the captain's quarter. It's so small. Look at that. So that's how they slept here. Very small. See? That's their toilet. You have to master all these knobs, you know? There's a lot of knobs.
doch mal da durch.
This British submarine is docked now in Sassnitz, Rügen, and they turned it into a museum. We paid €4.50 for the entrance, but it was worth it because it was very informative. It was my first time to get inside the submarine as well as my son's. How did I feel about it? It was a little bit creepy because they used the recorded voices of the sailors during the war. But I had to keep a straight face because, Mama should be brave, right? But that was one unique experience for me and my family. Before we go home, we eat seafood. Mine is prawns with garlic bread, and then Avery has baked fish with fries,
Ketchup
and
mayo.
yes, and then Papa has
Santonsoße
And then?
with a
codfish and potatoes and salad. After dinner, we walked along the promenade and then went to the lighthouse, took some pictures, watched the sunset, and from there we went back to the parking lot and started driving home. So that was our last stop before getting out of Rügen. So, we're heading home.
Der Stralsunder Straße folgen.
Goodbye, Rügen. My family and I had a great time in Rügen. It was indeed one of the most memorable holidays that we have. And if I will be given a chance to go back to Rügen, I will, because it has many interesting places to explore, and I had never thought that this lady from the tropics will be able to reach the Baltic coast one day. I just read this in the novels, and voila, here I am, exploring the Baltic coast. So I went home with a grateful heart and with lots of memories to store in my family memory bank. So that ended our holiday in Rügen, but we still have one destination before going back home. And what could that be? I'm going to tell you about that in my next camper diary. So thanks a lot guys for watching. I hope you like my video. Please leave me some comments below and please click like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. This is Amy. Ciao!